Hello, Aries. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. This is your reading for people that are in loving coupled relationships for the month of March. This may or may not resonate with you, but if it doesn't, go check out your Venus, your rising, and your moon signs. And if those don't resonate, then by all means, check me out another month, okay? So the card that we have for you is card number 25, and it says romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. Beautiful card. You have this couple that's dancing together. There's a bunch of fish on this card. It looks like they're underwater and they're dancing underwater. Lots of yellow, blues, a lot of beautiful colors in this card. Card number 25. I think I mentioned 25, yes. Beautiful card. So, lavish, it's called romance, and lavish the other one that you love. All right, Aries. Okay, so let's go into the tarot now for the month of March for Aries in coupled relationships. For Aries, month of March. For Aries, month of March. Oops, there. Okay, so first card out is the energy between the two of you. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is new energy, starting something new opportunity. But, you know, you've been working at this with them already. You've got the fields are plowed. Okay. The energy is one of fertility and abundance because you have a rabbit jumping back there. So this is very promising, the energy between the two of you, okay? The communication between the two of you is fair. You've got the Justice. The strength between the two of you is the Knight of Cups. The weakness is the Queen of Cups, okay? The reality is the Ten of Cups. A lot of emotions, Aries. And the passion between the two of you is the Queen of Wands. And the key to the future is the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Okay. So there's more cups, so more energy on here about love and emotions. There's 4 cups on this table today. And you have 1 Wands, 1 Pentacle, and then you've got another air sign, the Justice card. So Aries, like I mentioned, the energy between the two of you is relatively new. Okay, so this is probably a new relationship you started not too long ago. And you've been working at it. You've actually started planting the seeds, and the fields are growing. It's fertile. It could be abundant, right? It could be a very good relationship. You're working on it, and it's very positive for now. The communication is that of being fair. It's equal. It's shared, equal give and take, I would say, between both parties. So you're both giving as much to one another as you're receiving. Okay, and the card does ask to lavish one another. Which to me seems like it's happening already. The strength is there's, mutual love that's being presented to one another with this Knight of Cups. The weakness, however, is the Queen of Cups. And I think why this is a weakness is probably because one of the two of you is probably wanting this to be going faster than what it's going right now. One of you actually is probably beyond the Knight of Cups energy, is already at the Queen of Cups, but holding back from giving too much at this time. And that's probably why there's a weakness, because you're not on the same not on the same playing field. You're not you're putting in as much as one another, but one is feeling maybe more than the other, which is kind of normal. That happens most of the time in relationships anyways. One is ready sooner than the other to move forward, right? The reality is, though, that you both can have a very happy home, an emotionally stable environment, to have children, or have a beautiful home, right? A beautiful, healthy, loving relationship. There is total passion there. Yes, you both are quite fired up for one another. Okay, with this Queen of Wands. And the key to the future is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups could spell for new love or working on new love between the two of you. Or it could be that one of the two needs to do a little bit more self-love. Maybe the reason why this is a weakness is because this person is probably engaging in more activities surrounding or around the other partner. And this person needs to spend more time doing things that they love. You know how when you start in a relationship, you spend a lot of time with one another, and maybe that's what this is going towards, is that you need to balance things out again, so that you're spending more time for yourself than you would be in the relationship. So learning to love yourself, because there's also just the one cup in here as well, and she's holding on to it with both hands. And this is not the case with most decks, so you need to have both hands on your own cup. Whoever's maybe wanting this to move too fast or faster than what's happening, you need to be able to take care of yourself first, of your needs. I'll leave it at that for now. We'll see what the other cards have to say, Aries. Oh, one came out. And this one says, it's a beautiful couple embraced in a passionate position. The back of the card says sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. So yes, you have a lot of passion there already. It says here. So let's pull a couple more. See what else wants to come out for Aries. Oh, okay. So here I have one that fell on the floor. One of them fell on the table. Let me just go on the floor. Okay. So the card that fell on the floor is the card of cycles. So we have here the spring, summer, fall, and winter. And the card on the back says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So this is for the person that is hoping for this relationship to go quicker than what it's going. You need to go with the flow. You can't have the plants grow quicker than their natural cycles, right? So the other card here is about this heart. And there's a lot of energy around it, but it looks like it wants to speak out or get out, with those purple flames or shoots that are coming out of the heart. The back of the card says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So yes, the transformation is needed. And I think the one person that wants this transformation to occur too quickly needs to take a step back and maybe love themselves first a little bit more. So let's pick a card for that person. A card from the butterfly deck. We've got two cards, motivation and grief work. Oof. Okay, so grief can be associated with many things. Could be associated with past relationships that didn't work that you need to put a close to in your mind in order to be able to build something new. And you also have the motivation card. Motivation is probably that you realize also the person that wants this to move too quickly, you probably realize also that part of your needing for this relationship to go faster than what it's supposed to be going is your fear of losing the relationship, and you just want to make sure that this goes on quickly, right? You don't want to, and that's becomes your motivation to feel this way. But I think you do need to get some work done on grieving whatever it is that needs to be grieved in order to avoid being in this fear factor and rushing into things. You need to love yourself. That's what I mentioned here with loving yourself a little bit first. I think that's the key here. You need to transform that part of yourself, the other person in this relationship. And I think the romance aspect is happening anyways, because it is kind of like a newer relationship and you are both taking care of one another. And you're basically nurturing the relationship. That's what I'm saying. You're both taking care of it. You're nurturing it. But I think the one person needs to start nurturing themselves too. I don't want to be redundant and repetitive, but that's what I'm saying from this. All right. So should this advice be followed, what would be an outcome card for Aries couples in love? Aries couples in love. This card. New passion. Yes, so the passion that was offered has been offered and accepted. Okay, so what's been transpired to the hand of God now is a salamander or a lizard or whatever. And I think that these are symbolic of eternity. So if this work is done, not only is the person going to establish their self-love, they're also going to secure the stability of this relationship and the potential future for this relationship. Cycles have to happen in a certain way. You can't plant a seed in, the fall time and expect it to grow during the winter months, especially not in the northern hemisphere. All right, so you want to make sure that you give the chance to the cycles to occur naturally as they should occur, and go with the flow. That's it for you, my dear Aries. So if this resonated, I'm very curious to know. Give me a little detail about your situation. And if it resonated, do give it a thumbs up. And otherwise, we'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.